Hello. Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah. Uh, okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. See, now I am going to discuss about what? Docker. Okay. So what is the Docker? Why should we go for Docker? Okay. First thing is Docker is a open source platform where we can deploy, manage, and access the applications. Okay. Generally, why should we go for Docker? Have a look. Okay, yeah. So what is the Docker? Docker is a open source platform where we can deploy, manage, and access the applications. Okay, so Docker in the sense, uh, whatever the application you have deployed on the Docker, okay, they are platform independent, and they are platform independent. There is no communication between hardware and application, right? So generally, this is the Docker symbol. Okay, this is the Docker symbol. On top of the Docker, you will have these are containers. Simply, I can say what is the Docker? It is collection of container, and each container, one application would be running on it. Okay, so generally, if you would like to deploy one application, then what do we require? We need one VM. Okay, we need one VM. On top of that, we will install IIS. Then we will host one ASP.NET application. If you would like to deploy one Java application, then again we need to create one VM. On top of it, we have to install Apache Tomcat server. On top of it, we have to deploy one Java application. So to host any application, we need isolated environment. Okay, so like we have to maintain stage, dev, production, pre-prod, etc., etc. Okay, so to manage and deploy any application, we require separate server. Okay, instead of maintaining this much hardware under these mini servers, these mini maintenance, can we host all application in one Docker container? Yes. So here we can deploy one Java, another .NET, PHP, Python, Ruby, Node.js, any type of application. So on top of the Docker, we can host n number of applications. Okay, so different types of application. That is the power of Docker. Okay, that's why earlier all people's many people have migrated into to implement Docker. Okay, so this is the one advantage of the Docker. So in traditional approach, how do we have is this is the information. Okay, yeah, this is the one. For example, see, this is the traditional approach. On top of it, every server on top of it, we have to install and configure. Okay, that is mandatory. Okay, it is time consuming. We need to install many things. As you said, right? If you would like to if you would like to deploy one ASP.NET application, first you have to provision one server and install all dependency libraries and install IIS. On top of it, deploy the application. Okay, yeah, this is the all dependencies, everything you have to install. That is time consuming, and project budget also will get increased, right? Next, compatibility and dependency. You might have faced this experience, you might have faced these issues many times in our real experience. Best example, see, one application which will work in stage environment. Same application, it won't work on prod. Okay, so environment is same, patching activity is same, and we can say application version is same, dependencies are the same. Few of the functionality which won't work in production environment. Okay, they are big headaches in our application environments. Next, inconsistency across the environment. That's what one application which will work in stage, same thing if you deploy it into the production, you may experience with some issues. Okay, yeah. Next, operational support is again very cost. Next, developer environment. You should maintain a developer environment for every resource in office, in environment and offices, right? So this is about what traditional approach. See, we have hardware requirement. On top of it, we are installing operating system. Okay, on top of it, operating system install all libraries and dependencies, right? So this is about what, how to install uh, yeah, how to install one server, on top of it how to install dependencies, right? Yeah. Next, see, what is the difference between physical machine and virtual machine? Okay, we required physical hardware. Physical hardware means generally you people are purchasing the laptop. If you install operating system, that is one server. Okay, yeah, so that is the what physical machine. Okay, on top of it, we are installing operating system, all libraries, then deploy the, what is that? Our application, maybe Java, .NET, PHP, database, whatever it is. Okay, coming to the virtual machines, see, this is the hardware requirement. On top of the hardware requirement, we people are installing hypervisor. Okay, you can install hypervisor or VMware. Okay, AWS people, they will use VMware. Microsoft, Azure, they will use hypervisor. Okay, Microsoft, all Azure data centers, they are implementing hypervisor. Okay, yeah, you know, right now, let's see. So this is the data center, right? This is the data center. Okay, so yeah, this we will call it as rack. This we will call it as rack or cluster. Okay, rack or cluster. On one rack, we will have n number of hypervisors. N number of hypervisor. Okay, so each hypervisor you can deploy n number of servers. This hypervisor may be 100 servers. This hypervisor may be 200 servers. This hypervisor may be 550 servers. This hypervisor may be 10 servers. We cannot predict it. That is designed by Microsoft. So that's what. For example, if your virtual machine is crashed or rebooted unexpectedly due to platform issues, then your virtual machine will be moved from one host, one cluster to another cluster. Okay, each cluster they have communication using TAR. TAR in the sense network switcher. Okay, so Microsoft people, they are using hypervisor, and the AWS people, they will use VMware. Okay, so on top of the hypervisor, okay, you can install operating system, maybe Linux or Windows. Okay, yeah. Next, on top of the operating system, you people can deploy web servers, app servers, or database, or your application, anything. Okay, this is about what? A difference between virtual machine and physical machine. Okay, so on top of one hypervisor, you can host n number of n number of servers. Each server, you can host different types of applications. Okay, yeah, this is about what? Our on-premises environment, as of now, which we have followed in Azure. Okay, yeah. Next, now have a look. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Now see, this is the Docker. Okay, what is the Docker? As he said, Docker is a open source platform where we can host, deploy, manage, and access the applications. Okay, yeah, see, in physical machine Docker, in the sense, you can install Docker on top of your laptop as well directly. Okay, hardware in the sense, we can say RAM and CPU. On top of it, we are installing Linux or Windows, then install Docker. Okay, on top of the Docker, we will have n number of containers. N number of containers, guys. Each container is associated with one application. What type of application you would like to deploy, that is totally depends on you. Okay, that is container 1, container 2, container 3, container 4. So one operating system, you are deploying different types of application. Good, right? Here you need not maintain much, what is that, hardware configuration, and the management is easy, and the server's provision environment is reduced. So you need not install dependencies on top of each server. Okay, automatically you will get the environment, and all dependency libraries also would be deployed automatically. That is power of Docker. Okay, so please remember, I will keep use these keywords frequently. I can say Docker container, container image container. Okay, container image. These words are same, guys. Sometimes I will use Docker container, sometimes I will use Docker image, sometimes I will use Docker container. All are quite common. Okay, so Docker image, Docker container, container images. Okay, uh, Docker images, everything is same. Okay, don't confusion. So very simple, this is the Docker container on physical machine. Okay, physical machine container, how it is, I can say simply, you might have seen Pushpa movie, right? In Pushpa movie, they are smuggling, okay, two items. One is, assume that this is the lorry. Okay, the lorry is manufacturing with what? Iron. Iron is the hardware here. Okay, iron is the hardware. Okay, so the design, okay, they shaped the design lorry, that we can say operating system. Okay, here in the lorry they are design, they implemented engine, that we will call it as Docker engine. Okay, in the lorry they have designed, they have divided into two parts, that is container. On top of the container they are carrying milk. Bottom of the container they are carrying some red sandals. There is no overlap. So same container they are carrying two items. Okay, same way, container in the sense, type it in Google, you will get what is that, large containers. Okay, so the container is divided into different parts. Okay, bottom they are carrying cars, middle they are carrying bikes, and next rack they are carrying some Ferrari cars. Top of the container they would have carrying some other items. So all these items are overlapping? No, these are all carrying on lorry. Okay, so same thing, think about here. So each container running on different applications. If one container is crashed, that won't affect it to another container. Okay, that is how they have designed this container concept. That's what, have a look. If I go and type just container in Google, yeah, Google container. See, you'll get these kind of options. This is the container. Really, these are all the containers only. Okay, these are the containers. Actually, these all containers carrying by ship. Okay, so one container may be oil, another container grocery, another container some what is that, cars imported exported, another container maybe some other items. So there is no overlapping. Each container have isolated items. Okay, that's why even container image also they mention same. Okay, so in my what is that PPT also, if you observe, okay, initially this is the container. Okay, this is the exact, this is the shape. Okay, on top of it they have different types of containers. Each container, what is that? Acquired one application. Each container, okay, it will helps to run one application, right? So that is the exact picture of container. Here I am discussing about what? How to install Docker on top of physical machine. Okay, so virtual machine in the sense, this is about virtual machines. One hypervisor, you people are creating virtual machines. Am I right? Each virtual machine you can install Docker. On top of the Docker, we can have n number of containers. Okay, yeah, a number of containers. Clear? This is about what? How to, what is that? Install the Docker on top of hypervisor. Okay, so what are the advantages of the Docker? One is flexible, lightweight, portable, loosely coupled, scalable, and secure. Okay, these are very secure. Advanced of Docker is nowadays AKS. AKS means Azure Kubernetes Services. This is power. Docker usage is very less nowadays. People are started using AKS. AKS lot of demand in the market. Okay, so whatever the environments part files are required, they are already implemented Docker, AKS, Azure Kubernetes Services, and on top of it, you can install n number of applications. Okay, yeah, right. Next, have a look. This is about what? Docker internal image. So this is the Docker daemon. Okay, this is the one image, this is the container. On top of the container, one application is running. This is the Docker container architecture. Okay, yeah. This is about what? Overview of Docker, how it will works in real time. Okay, so this Docker, you can install it on top of Windows VM or Linux VM. That is up to you. Okay, yeah, so to know about Docker, okay, we have only one at URL, that is what? hub.docker.com. hub.docker.com. I am pinging in the chat, you people can try it out. This is the hub.docker.com. Okay, hub.docker.com. Right, yeah, next. Another thing is for documentation for Docker, you people can go for docs.docker.com. DOCS, docs.docker.com. I am copying this URL also. Okay, right. So see, get started. See, this is the Docker definition exactly. As I said, simple definition, Docker is the open source platform where we can host, deploy, manage, access the applications. Okay, see, Docker is the open source platform for developing, shipping, running the application. Okay, Dockers enable you separate your application from your infrastructure. That's what I said. Docker application, it is independent of infrastructure. There is no dependency on infrastructure. Okay, so in the Docker, what is that? You can develop the software quickly. You can manage infrastructure in same base to manage how your application by taking the advantage of Docker methodologies. Simply we can say how we people are managing the infrastructure in on-premises like physical hardware requirement. Same way we can use it for Docker as well. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so this is the Docker image. Okay, so generally this is the architecture, this is the Docker. On top of it, you people are what? Deploying one Nginx application. Okay, so once it is deployed, you people can build application, pull the application, run it. Very simple understanding. This is your Docker. Okay, where you people are deploying one Nginx application to host, what is that? Java application. Then after deploying, build the application, pull and run it. That's it. You people can access your application. Okay, so this we will call it as Docker client. This Docker client you can install Windows or we can install Linux. Now I'm going to show you very first what is that? Operating system is Linux. On top of the Linux, how we can install Docker. Okay, yeah. Next. So this is about what? Docker container, how we can use it. Now have a look here. You people can sign in it. Okay, you people can sign up here. Okay, it is asking username, email address and mobile number. That's it. It won't ask any more information. Okay, once it is done, okay, sign up. Okay, once it is done, sign up. Right, next, uh, I will show you. I have credentials. Go to just sign in. See, this is the license, guys. Docker Hub is license. You people can deploy your application here and access it. Okay, so when I click on upgrade, we have to pay $5, $7, $21. Okay, $5, $7, $21 based on our plan. Clear? So this is about what? You can upgrade or purchase the Docker Hub planner. Okay, yeah, forget about it, all these things at this moment. We will come back this later. Now, to deploy, what is that? Docker, how can you install it? See, the Docker desktop can be available for Linux, Windows, and Mac as well. Mac operating system. That's what, go to docs.docker.com. Okay, download and install it. See, if you observe, Docker is available for Mac, Windows, Linux. Okay, Docker is available for, what is that? Mac, Windows, Linux. Okay, clear. This is how we can use it, Docker containers. Let's see, first I will create one Linux machine. Okay, first I will create one Linux machine. How to create it? Have a look. Quickly create one Linux machine. See, this Docker can be installed any type of OS. As I said, we have Ubuntu or Red Hat and the Debian, SUSE, Oracle Linux, Amazon Linux, wherever you would like, you can install it. Okay, as you said, by default license which we have for Red Hat. Okay, next also we have SUSE. These two are in the market, are licensed, guys, from Linux side. Remaining are open source. Oracle Linux also what? License. Okay, Red Hat owned by IBM. Now it is managed by IBM product. Long back they have purchased 1 year back. Okay, yeah, next. Now I am going to create one Ubuntu machine. On top of that, how to install Docker. See, Docker installation steps already they have provided clearly. So for example, if I would like to install Docker desktop on Linux, click on it. So whether you are using which operating system, Windows, Debian or Fedora. Okay, if it is Ubuntu, here they have provided the steps. Each steps you have to execute it. Okay, let's see. First, I will go ahead and create one Linux machine. Go to VM. I will delete it. Okay, yeah, create, use it. Okay, yeah, subscription resource group. Okay, virtual machine, I am giving Linux. Okay, Ubuntu. -VM1. Okay, I am taking Ubuntu version is 20.4. Okay, yeah, 2 CPUs, 8 GB memory. I am taking passwords. Cloud admin, SharePoint at the rate of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, next hit on review plus create it. Okay, go to resource. Right? Yeah, next. Now this is what Ubuntu-VM. How to connect it? As I said, we different ways we can connect it. Okay, as of now I shown you how to use it, PuTTY. We can connect this VM using PuTTY. Okay, we can also using command prompt. We can also use command prompt to connect this VM, and also we can use PowerShell. Anything, guys. That is up to you. Okay, for example, I would like to connect using PowerShell. Type PowerShell. Okay, how to connect it? Copy. Okay, SHS. They are using HSS services. Cloud admin at the rate. Okay, yes. So password it is asking. SharePoint at the rate of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it has been connected. Now, just learn basic commands Linux. Now, yeah. So why? Because some companies they will use Windows, some companies they will use Linux machines. Okay, we cannot predict it which one they will prefer. So at least learn basic about Linux as well. Basic commands. You need not go for advanced enough. Okay, when I type ll long list, yeah, go to cd slash. Okay, when I type it ll, we will have all file system concepts. These are all the file system. Okay, I can say this is boot. All boot file will be there. Development related files would be there. etc all configuration files. Home is our directory. These are the library files and media files. Okay, process, root, and run command. All log files would be there in var files. Okay, for example, have a look. Clear the window. If I type cal is the calendar. Date, today's date is 26th. Today's date is 26th. Right. Next, if you would like to know version of OS, I can say cat etc OS release. Hit enter. See, this is the Ubuntu. Ubuntu version is 20.04. Okay, you can say IP ADDR show. It will show IP configuration. Many commands are there. Okay, main thing, cat we will use. Cat is used to retrieve the information about specific file. Okay, cat command we will use it three purpose. Okay, cat command. One is get the info of one file. Second command second cat we can use create the file. Create the file. Okay, third thing is we can also use append. Append the data to the file. Three purpose we can use it. Okay, let's see. I will show you first how to use cat command. Currently I am in PWD. PWD in the sense root directory. Okay, I will create one directory. What is the directory? How can you create it? Is mkdir. What is that? Mkdir. I can say Docker. Only this is the okay. Sudo is the root admin permissions. So see mkdir Docker. I am creating one folder. That's it. See, Docker file has been created. When I type it, see there is a Docker file. Docker directory. So go to cd Docker. I am in Docker directory. Type pwd present working directory. See, I am in Docker. To create the file, as I said, you can use cat command. Cat greater than symbol. I can say, what is that? Azure dot text file. Okay, when I type it Azure dot text file, we have to add some content. What is the content? Welcome to Azure. Okay, welcome to Office 365. Okay, welcome to Azure Intune. Okay, welcome to Azure DevOps. Just I added 5 lines of the code. Go to Control D. Okay, yeah, now file has been created. Type it ll. See Azure.text file. Just now you got it. I would like to get the info. How can you get the info? Cat Azure.text file. See, these are the content which we have. Okay, one cat command we will use to create the info, create the file, and get the information. Okay, so we can create another file. Okay, I mentioned Azure.text file, right? Currently we have Azure. Now I would like to create another file. What is that? Create the file cat, or else we can create the file using other command as well. what is that command is touch, touch, touch. It will create empty file. Later you can add the content. Okay, touch Microsoft that text file. That's it. Empty file has been created. Okay, so can I open this file and add some content? Why not? Okay, so how can I add it? To open this file, okay, vi Microsoft dot text file. See, it is open. Now insert, enter the data. Welcome to, okay, welcome to Microsoft Azure Docker. Okay, yeah, next another command, another line of code. Welcome to Microsoft Azure Kubernetes services. Okay, another word. Welcome to Microsoft, okay, Azure Virtual Network. Okay, long lines. After updating the file, escape (WQ). Yes. Okay, if you want to know what is the information is there within the file, how can you check? Cat, what is the file name? Microsoft dot text file. See. Okay, next I can say another file. What is that? Cat Azure dot text file. Okay, this Microsoft document, it contains 3 lines of code, and Azure dot text file which contain 4 lines of the code. So now I would like to merge the 2 files and copy into another file. Okay, to do that, we can also use cat command. This is the one. Append the data to the file, as I said. Okay, clear the window. How to append it? See, cat azure.text and microsoft.text. Okay, 2 files I mentioned. I am going to create another file. These 2 files data should be copied into another file. I am giving merger.text file. See, type LL. Totally we have 3 files: Azure, Merger, Microsoft. If I go and verify what data is there in merger.text file, both the data. Which data? This data and this data which contain this data. Okay, right? So how can you open that file? Cat merger.text file. See. Okay. Yeah, both the files data has been copied into another file. Why I'm telling these stories? These all are required in order to perform Docker. That's why I'm telling this story. Okay. Yeah. Next. Okay. Yeah. Next. As I said, okay, to know the server name, we can use host name. What is the host name? Ubuntu VM. Okay, so you people are watching the taskbar, right? This is the task. Okay, see, when I go for performance processor, Zoom meeting, it is taking high CPU for me. Okay, yeah, 170 memory utilization it is taking. Generally, if you know this kind of process in Linux, we have to use top command, top. See, one is root, one processor is in system MD file. It is taking around this much file, this much data. These are all the processors. What is that? Top command. Clear? Yeah. Next, we have different commands here. Okay. So today we discussed about what? VI cat. Okay. These 2 commands I mentioned. Okay. So we have these files. As I said, all configuration files are there in etc directory. System files, configuration files would be stored in etc directory. That's why to open any files, I am going for cat etc. What is that? etc. Okay, OS release. That's why it is showing OS release. Right? OS release is one configuration file which has, what is that? Hundreds of files. Okay, how can you verify is just go to cd dot dot, clear the window, ll, yeah, come back again, ll, clear the window, ll. See, this is the etc. Go to etc, cd etc. Okay, clear the window, type ll. See, we have n number of files. We have n number of files. Okay, host name, just now I typed it, right? That is the host name. What I will do now, there is a host.config. I will try it out. What is there? How can you do that? Cat host.config. Hit enter. Order line of code. Yeah, this is the code. Which content? Okay, like that we have so many things are there. There is a, what is there? Let's see. Networking, this is the directory. Okay, it is showing hosts. Okay, host in the sense, let's see what command it will give. Cat hosts. Okay, yeah, these many type of files it is supporting. IPv6, IPv6 local net. Okay, and the following lines are detailed. Desirable IP6 capabilities host files. IPv6 IP address also nowadays it is supporting. Okay, yeah, like that we can go and verify which contain many files. Okay, which contain many files. Okay, so what I will do now, tomorrow also I will give you few comments, then I will show you how to install Docker on top of, what is that, this file. Okay, on top of this Ubuntu operating system. Okay, so it is showing yeah, so local time by default it is showing local UTC time, local UTC time. Okay, I executed, this is the command, guys. I executed, this is the command, os-release. Okay, so it's given Ubuntu information. Same way it is showing local time, right? What I will do now, I will try to use this command. See, cat local time. UTC time. Currently, time is displaying in Linux is UTC. So just type date. Current time is what? 1 hour 30 minutes. Go to Google. UTC time. Time now. See, 1 hour 30 minutes. It is same. 1 hour 30 minutes. So why I'm telling about timings are very important in cloud. Why? Because in the cloud, your client may ask you to deploy few servers in Singapore region, few servers in Australia region, few servers in Japan, few servers in Germany, few servers in India, few servers in East US. While troubleshooting, first part you have to go and verify the server is deployed in which time zone. Okay, if you find it out time zone, then all the logs would be created in UTC, guys. Maybe your server in East US or somewhere or some region, some other regions, by logs are generated UTC region. You people are convert this time into UTC and start troubleshooting. No alternative. Okay, this is the big issue when you are working in, what is that, cloud computing. Okay, yeah. Next, generally I will tell you one scenario. Your server deployed in Singapore region. Okay, that client guy will explain about issue is happening 11 o'clock. If you go and type it 11 o'clock, you may not see any errors. You may not see any logs. So this 11 o'clock should be converted into UTC time. Then what is the time? Then go and verify these logs in the server. Then only you will be able to identify the root cause, identify the issue. Okay, if they said 11 o'clock, if you go and verify logs in 11 o'clock, it won't use.
So can
Okay.
we not change the UTC time, or it is defaulted and it's standard as UTC?
Standard. Entire world,
Standard.
they are using standard UTC.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So,
So
within the
conversion
server,
needs to be done. Yeah.
yeah. Within the server, you people can change the time zone. No issues.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I will give you few comments in Linux how to, what is that, use the Linux frequently, so that you'll get an idea about something about Linux. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone. Tomorrow we'll connect back. Bye.
There
Have a
is
good
Thank
day.
you.
one
Yeah.
command you are using, right? Like where it will display the directories and also there are different types of colors. Is there any reason for that showing different colors?
Yeah. Yes, actually, whatever the command, whatever the directives which we created, it was all directives will be displayed in blue colors, guys. Max.
What about the other ones?
These are all the files. If you find it out, dot symbol, that is the files. Okay, see, D means directory. If you see hyphen means that is the file name. For example, go dot dot, clear the window. Okay, LL, my directory is CD Docker, right? Where did I create? Okay, here is the Docker. Okay, Docker file, it is showing what? Directory blue color. Navigate to CD Docker. Clear the window. LL. See, all files are showing white color. Max, that is the basic one. Okay, if you see hyphen first character, that is the file. I created Azure, Major, Microsoft. So if you find it out D, that is the directory.
Directory cannot be opened or it can be opened as well.
Yeah, directory can be open. That is folder, right? How we people are
Okay.
creating the folders in Windows, right? That is the files, folders, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I will give you a few important comments which frequently use in Linux so that you'll get an idea about it. Okay. So today I have used only few commands, CI, VI and cat and what is that? Touch.
LL.
Yeah, LL. Okay, tomorrow I will give you few more comments. Why? Because these are important for Docker to verify and all. Frequently I will use these comments. One more thing, how can you verify whether Docker is installed or not in this mission? Anyone? Anyone? Just type Docker, that's it. Docker has not been installed. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so Docker has not been installed. Once you install the Docker, when I type Docker, it will give you the file name. Okay, what is the version of Docker it is installed, that information it will show. Tomorrow I will show you how to install Docker. Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Bye. Have a good day.